What is up, guys? Pie Muffin here, and we are back with another Tales of the Rays video. So, we are in the final moments, well, not moments, but final days before the 7th anniversary of Tales of the Rays. Pretty exciting stuff. We have a lot to go over. This is a 4-minute PV for the anniversary. The only thing I'm really surprised about is that they dropped this because normally we get it during the anniversary stream, and they still haven't announced an anniversary stream, so they might do one at some point during the anniversary. They might do things a little different this year from what it looks like because they haven't announced a stream yet as far as I've seen. So they did at least show us everything we're going to be getting. I assume everything shown here is covering from the 28th of February through the end of March. I think the next PV we'll get will be after this will be in the beginning of April because there's a lot of stuff in here. But before we get started, I do want to remind people today is the start of those daily quests. There's going to be one quest you can do each day for the next 3 days, and all 3 quests in total give you 300 diamonds. The first day gives you 50. I think they just go in order, so it's like the first day is 50, I think the second day is 100, and then I think the final day is 150 or something like that. So make sure you do them all. I think they stay up until the anniversary leaves, so if you can't do them right now, I think on the final day, on like it should be Tuesday's the 27th, right? Yeah. So you should still be able to do it sometime on Tuesday, but just to be safe, I would just do it immediately. But yeah, so make sure you do those quests, 300 diamonds you can get from that. And then we also have the pre-anniversary login bonus, which gave us another 100. So 2 free multis just from doing these 3 quests and logging in every day for the pre-anniversary stuff. Plus, we're going to get a ton of great stuff during the anniversary for free summons and stuff like that. Plus, of course, as I went over before, those banners that have been popping up each day that you can summon on. Obviously, if you're a much more newer player, I'd say those banners have a lot of value, because even if you don't get the featured crossover Mirage Arts or Overrays and stuff, you can still get some stuff you don't have. But I would say if you're a veteran player, probably hold off on those until, well, not really until. I would hold off on those banners just in general, unless you're a paid player, because the anniversary is going to have a lot of great stuff. So let's go over the PV, and let's talk about everything we're going to be getting. Over 260 characters as of March. Here we go. 7th anniversary. First banner is going to be... We got Ix and Kokis, we got Mileena and Karia, and we got Marcus and Phil. So the anniversary banner this year is going to be going back to the OCs of Tales of the Rays. I guess you could say this is each... What would you call them? Each Mirage user, or what? I forget what they're actually called, what Ix and Mileena were called at the beginning of the journey. Like the Nexus collectors and all that stuff, and then they're Mirites, because obviously Kokis used to be a Mirite, and then same thing with Karia, we have this version of Karia as well, also a Mirite, and then same thing between Marcus and Phil. And then they're actually going to show us all the animations, because this is the anniversary banner. Very cool. Very, very cool. And then so that'll be the first. So this banner should be what's going to drop on the 28th, this coming Wednesday, when the anniversary actually starts. So if you want stuff for the Rays characters, that's the banner to go for. But then following that event, I think everything here is going to be in order. So the Rays Festival should follow that. So this will probably be, around like March 9th or something should be when the Rays Festival starts. So, We are getting, obviously, raised festivals are usually just crossover Mirage Arts. Now, obviously, this picture could be misleading if you don't understand Japanese. This is not a crossover Mirage Art between all three. It's just, obviously, this is the shot recreated from the game itself. But the crossover Mirage Art is going to be between Sharia and Sophie. So these two are the crossover Mirage Art. Nothing for Asbel this time. And then we've got Earhart and Pasca getting a crossover Mirage Art. Obviously, because Grass Valley already got one with, what was it, Lazarus. So, obviously, they want to give one to these two. And then, finally, some new Tales of Link content for us in the game. I was just talking about this in the previous video. We haven't gotten anything for Tales of Link in, like, 3 years. So, even though it's only during a Raise Festival, it's nice to get something for, Tales of Link, since it is the 10th anniversary of the game, so we are getting a crossover Mirage Art between Sarah and Kana. I do still want to hope that the Crestoria event we are currently going through sets a precedence that we are done with the only once a year thing. So even though Alan and Zephyr aren't getting anything right here, hopefully there's a point later in this year where they can get something. Alright, so then following that event, we're going to be moving on to Tales of Zestiria. Tales of Zestiria is going to be getting a new event. So we've got crossover Mirage Arts out the butt over here. We're getting Edna and Saray over here. Very cool. I'm still just, like, this is cool, but I still really hope that by the time this game is done and whatever, we get a Saray and Velvet. I really just want a Saray and Velvet one. There was an Asteria unit that had a Mystic Art between Saray and Velvet. I just really would love to see that over here. We're getting an Overray for Alicia here. This is obviously after what happens with Maltran. And then we're getting a Decisive Mirage Art for Lila. I think this is right when Rose is about to become a squire, you know, after she was doing all that freaking out. I really do want to get to replaying Zestiria at some point soon, because I don't think I've played Zestiria all the way through since, like, maybe, like, 2017 or 2018. No, yeah, it was probably 2018, so it's probably been about 6 years since I played it. And then for the final event, so that last event, the Zestiria event, will be around like the 20th of March. And then this event, this Tales of Asteria event, it's kind of a Tales of Asteria event. You'll see what I mean here in a second. But this event will be the final one, so it'll be at the very end of March. So Tales of Asteria 10th anniversary. If it was still ongoing, it would be celebrating this. I love how you have Judas and Jude holding up the numbers on the cake. I think that's really cool. And then even funnier, because they always did those funny, like, April Fool's things with Hasta. So you've got Hasta kind of lurking in over here out of one of the party poppers. Oh, you got him over here, too. You can't fully see his face over there, but... Well, that's because this party popper's not supposed to be there. Hold on. Okay, there you go. Yeah, so you got one over here. So you got two Hastas on each side. That's funny. Well, one on each side, rather. So, I totally didn't even... The point of this, Ori is going to be getting a seasonal. So very cool that Ori's going to be getting a second Mirage Art here. Really like that. This is still part of the same event, by the way, so... They're showing us a lead up to a character we are going to be getting. And there she is. The alternate version of Elle from Tales of Asteria. She was obviously part of one of the different dimensions in the Asteria story, which is why she has a different eye color than the Elle that we know. I don't really know that they needed to do this to differentiate them, because obviously they're much different ages, but I guess it's kind of nice to have the two separations. So yeah, Elle is going to be playable. And then finally, we can't have a month without our monthly ending Mirage Art, so it should be obvious who we're getting here. Spoilers, by the way. So, ending Mirage Art for Victor right there. Very, very cool. Very happy to see that. As sad as it is. Yeah, they're saying, what it seems to say here is for the 7th anniversary, we're going to get over 300 free summons. So that's probably going to include whatever free summons they give us for Mirage Arts like these. As well as, you know, each of the banners we just saw, we're going to get at least one free multi on each of those. So that's 40 free summons from that. But then, yeah, there's going to be all the, like, summons we get for free between tickets and all that other kind of stuff. I'm sure even whatever events this month have a raid event, like whatever the main event is probably going to have an ending Mirage Art ticket on it. And that's, you know, we could end up with, I mean, some of these are ending, I think this Yuri one is an ending Mirage Art, I believe. But not all of them are, obviously. So we'll see how that goes. And there you go. That is it for the PV for the 7th anniversary of Tales of the Rays. The anniversary itself will begin here in just a couple of days. And I'm pretty excited to see what kind of goodies we get, what kind of Mirage... Because I always end up with a bunch of Mirage Arts I didn't have the year prior. Last year, I got a ton of overrays for characters I didn't have them for before. So... I'm pretty excited to see what the summons this year are going to net me and where we go for the next year of Tales of the Rays. So here's to moving into the 8th year of Tales of the Rays, and let me know what you guys are excited for. Let me know which of these banners you are going to be summoning on, if any at all. I'm sure there are some people who probably won't summon on any of these at all, especially if you're waiting for a specific title. But I think it's very, very cool to see what we're getting. So, yeah. Let me know what you guys think down below. Don't forget to subscribe more if you're new to the channel. I'll see you next time. Have a wonderful day, everyone.